Hello again, yes, disappointingly cloudy at times during the course of today. The sunshine trying to come through and definitely a few rainbows out and about during the course of the afternoon. But we are expecting today to set the scene for much of the week ahead. Yes, some drier, clearer spells, but still a little bit of a breeze, especially out towards the coast and right over the hills, still making it feel quite chilly despite temperatures around the average for the time of year. So you can see that cloud coming in off the North Sea on and off during the course of the day. This morning especially, there was a lot of low cloud, some drizzly bits of rain around, and that will be the case as we head through towards tomorrow morning out of any thicker cloud. So it's generally dry but rather cloudy, and that prevents most of us from getting a frost overnight tonight. But it's still quite chilly, and we can't rule out a few frost pockets where we get the clearer skies, the lighter winds in very well sheltered spots towards dawn. But for most of us, it's frost free, still quite chilly and still quite cloudy towards dawn. 8:20 and 4:09 are your sun times. So tomorrow, pretty much a rerun of today, lots of cloud around, some rain and drizzle out of any thicker cloud, a few breaks, maybe one or two rainbows into the afternoon, but most of us rather cloudy, mostly dry, temperatures around average, and still a fairly nagging northeasterly, northerly breeze. It will become a little bit more northerly tomorrow afternoon, so it will feel chilly in exposure, not being that strong, but an exposure to that breeze out towards the coast and over the hills, it will be noticeable. A very similar story as we head into Friday. Perhaps a few clearer spells for North Yorkshire into the afternoon with highs of 6 or 7. Those two weather fronts coming through during the weekend, marking a significant change as we head into next week. Hello again. Yes, overall disappointingly cloudy across the region today, but it wasn't all bad. A decent start for many first thing this morning. Chilly with broken cloud and sunny spells, and we have seen some decent doses of blue sky into the afternoon, but with that still quite a bit of cloud edging in from the North Sea, and you can see that on today's satellite picture. And yes, out of any thicker cloud, even some bits and pieces of rain and drizzle around at times. It pretty much sets the scene for the rest of this week. So overnight tonight, the further south you are, especially down into parts of South Lincolnshire, maybe a touch of frost initially, but the cloud will thicken throughout the early hours, so preventing a widespread frost, certainly just a few frost pockets where we get those rural sheltered locations for most of us just above freezing, but a chilly enough start as we head through tomorrow, but quite a bit of cloud around. So probably out towards the coast there will be one or two breaks, very much like this morning, 8:15 and 4:05. But for tomorrow, I think if anything, perhaps a little bit more cloud than we've seen around the region today, but it's mostly dry. The winds will come in from a north-northeasterly direction, so it will feel chilly directly at the coast and right over the tops of the Pennines, but temperatures are around what we'd expect for the time of year, 6 or 7 Celsius. Pretty much the same story as we head through into Friday. So tomorrow night, most of us frost free, but quite a lot of cloud to end the working week. Mostly dry though, and yes, temperatures remaining pretty much near where we'd expect for this time in January. Then we see that change developing through the weekend. So a bright start on Saturday, clouding up, maybe with some rain and drizzle around at times. And then on Sunday, a further front, and it's behind that where we get a marked change to colder conditions into the start of next week.